Hello, boys and girls. Thank you for finding me. My name is Miss Bailey, and I want to read you a new Christmas story. Are you excited for the holidays? Me too. This friend is not so excited for the holidays. He finds them a little overwhelming, but maybe with just a little bit of Christmas kindness, he will change his mind. Shall we find out? Mr. Greenie, the Christmas Meanie by Miss Bailey. For all the humbugs out there who rediscover their Christmas spirit. Once upon a time, in a cozy small town, there was a pine tree named Mr. Greenie. He lived by the bus stop in the middle of town with his friend Squirrel. Mr. Greenie is usually a happy tree, but he was always grumpy during the holidays. He didn't like any of it one bit. He didn't like the holiday traffic, people honking hello, or the pollution of the cars carrying people to and from. It's too stinky. He didn't like the noise of the happy children playing in the snow, parents making plans, or carolers singing in the park. It's just too loud. Mr. Greenie did like dropping snow on people walking by. The children thought it was fun, but the adults hated being cold and wet. That is just mean, Mr. Greenie, Squirrel scolded. It's all just too much, Mr. Greenie told Squirrel. The smells, the noise, the busy bustling of the townsfolk. There is nothing fun about the holidays for an old tree like me. I hate the holidays. But Mr. Greenie, the holidays are a time for people to see their families and exchange presents. It's a fun time of year. Not for me. One day, I will make the holidays peaceful and quiet, no longer busy and loud. I just need the right plan, he said to Squirrel. That night, Mr. Greenie and Squirrel could not sleep because the twinkling lights on all the houses were keeping them awake. I have had it, said Mr. Greenie, feeling quite frustrated. It's time I make some changes so I can have peace and quiet. I don't think that's a good idea, said Squirrel, as snow started to fall around them. But Mr. Greenie didn't hear him. He was making a plan. If they like the snow so much, I will give them lots and lots, said Mr. Greenie with a wicked smile. He raised his branches to the sky and wished for a snowstorm. The clouds swirled purple and blue, and snow came down in heaps. It snowed all night, and by the next morning everything was covered in snow. All of the houses, all of the cars, and all of the trees had a thick blanket of snow. The roads were too icy for driving, so the school buses were canceled and roads were closed. Everyone was going to be stuck at home all day. Mr. Greenie's snowstorm plan was working. Much to his surprise, the townsfolk came outside in their snowsuits. Dad started shoveling while their children played happily. Mr. Greenie was disappointed that his plan to keep the town inside for the day had failed. Just then, a dad's shovel broke in half under the weight of the snow. "Mr. Greenie, you big meanie," the dad shouted. But Mr. Greenie laughed. He was happy that he spoiled someone's day. "Not so fun, is it?" he teased. After a couple of hours of playing in the snow, the children's cheeks and noses had started turning red, and they decided to take a break under Mr. Greenie. The children were talking to each other. "Mine is red and gold. Mine is silver and blue. Mine is rainbow," they chattered. Mr. Greenie was confused. What are they talking about? He thought to himself. When the children left, Mr. Greenie asked Squirrel. "They were talking about their Christmas trees, Mr. Greenie," he explained. "They are trees like you, but all dressed up in shiny decorations for the holidays. Then they put presents underneath and gather around as a family." "Trees playing dress up? What a silly, foolish thing," Mr. Greenie laughed. He couldn't believe it. Squirrel rolled his eyes at Mr. Greenie, thinking he needs to have more fun like the Christmas trees. Mr. Greenie laughed so hard that he grew sleepy. As he dozed off, Squirrel had an idea and ran to share it with the children. They nodded excitedly and smiled brightly, then ran home to tell their parents. As Mr. Greenie slept that night, the townsfolk brought tinsel, lights, and ornaments to Squirrel from their homes. By morning, Mr. Greenie was covered in sparkly lights, tinsel, and ornaments. He was starting to look rather festive, and Squirrel was excited. "This will make him smile," Squirrel said to the townspeople. Mr. Greenie started to stir when he felt Squirrel running the final decorations up and down his trunk. "Stop that, Squirrel, you're tickling me," said Mr. Greenie through giggles. When Mr. Greenie opened his eyes all the way, he saw the whole town crowded around him, singing in the morning sunrise. He was covered head to trunk with Christmas decorations from the townsfolk. He was surprised and happy, and he felt very fancy indeed. The mayor approached Mr. Greenie with a smile and said, "Mr. Greenie, I have an important job for you. How would you like to hold on to the extra presents and hand them out to those in need?" "That's the most important job a Christmas tree can have," whispered Squirrel excitedly. "I will do it, Mr. Mayor," said Greenie, eagerly shaking the mayor's hand. Squirrel held up a mirror so Mr. Greenie could see himself all dressed up. Mr. Greenie felt fancy and important, and he liked that feeling. He was very grateful to the townfolk for making him feel special. Mr. Greenie liked handing out presents. He gave mittens to a small boy who lost his so his hands wouldn't be cold. He gave a warm blanket to an old woman to keep her warm. And he replaced the dad's shovel that the snowstorm broke. He even made sure Squirrel had a big bag of acorns to help feed him through the winter. Mr. Greenie felt happier than he had in a long time. Instead of dropping snow on people, he turned the snow into sculptures of hearts, snowmen, and snow dogs for the children to play with. Mr. Greenie loved being a Christmas tree. He was helping people, making them happy, and was even enjoying himself. "You are a good friend to me, Squirrel," said Mr. Greenie warmly. "Thank you for helping me see that an old tree like me can have fun in the holidays, too." Squirrel hugged him tightly and said, "It was my pleasure. I would do anything to make my friend happy for the holidays." At the end of the day, the mayor returned with a big, shiny golden star in his hand. "This is for you, Mr. Greenie," he said cheerfully, "for being such a kind spirit this holiday and for acting as a wonderful Christmas tree to this town." Mr. Greenie was so excited he wore the star proudly like a crown on top of his head. He had never been happier. Weeks later, the snow was melting and spring was coming. Mr. Greenie was a happier tree than he'd been in years. He often daydreamed about being a Christmas tree again and couldn't wait for next year. He decided that he would never again be a Christmas meanie. The end. That was a nice story. It just goes to show that a little bit of kindness can go a long way for a grumpy friend. Thank you for reading with me. If you like this book, please feel free to check out my other videos with all my other books, which you can find on Amazon in chapters. Thanks for hanging out with me. Stay warm, have fun, and I will see you next time.